Okay, Jaxson, you guys certainly took care of business tonight. What did you do in the first quarter to really set things apart on the scoreboard?
I felt like we really executed the ball on the offensive end really well, and our defense was just really good, and we were rebounding the ball well tonight.
Yeah, we know that you had to step up with AD out. You talked about wanting the defense to be the place where you focus the most and then let the offense come. As a team, what did you do defensively, and what did you try to participate with in that?
We just had a lot of communication, and we're just, making sure we're sticking with all our coverages and stuff like that. But it was really just more about flying around and just talking.
Tough game coming up now as you head to New York City this evening. What do you guys have to carry forward from this road trip as you go now to play the Knicks?
Just carry on what we did tonight. Stay connected, stay communicated, and just get ready to play.
And then, Jax, what did you see from some of the young guys and just some of the vets? Shake Milton off the bench, saw Bronny at the end. Everybody really, Dalton Connect, finding a way to make a contribution.
Yeah, everybody just staying ready, man. Just doing their thing. It's just always nice when you have a night like this.
I appreciate it, Jaxson.
Appreciate you.
Pretty comfortable team victory. What did you see collectively? I'll get to what Austin said later, but how did you guys do collectively starting in that first quarter?
Yeah, we came out pretty fast. Everybody really played well offensively, and then defensively we got stops. We brought an edge to the game, that's for sure. Might have been towards the wrong people, but we came with a lot of fire, and that kind of helped us in the game.
You've been shooting around 40% for the last 2 months now, and the volume is going up. JJ said one of the things has been the really sprinting hard to get to the corner. You got one of those tonight. Is it as simple as it sounds? You just have to really think about getting to that spot, and how did that evolve?
Yeah, just being in the right spots is, pretty critical for me, especially with my three-point shot. We got guys that really draw a lot of attention, guys that can really score, so teams are going to cater to them. And if I'm in the right spot at the right time, I'm able to get a three off, get a dunk from a cut, or, whatnot. So it is pretty simple, just be in the right spot at the right time and be ready to shoot.
Max, you called it an edge. JJ said he thought it was an angry team that you guys played with tonight. And what was it like the last 36 hours or so since the Philly loss?
Just kind of us recuperating as a team, regrouping, coming back into a game like this, and kind of a must-win game for us, for our spirit and for our morale. So we wanted to come in with a lot of fire, a lot of intensity. JJ made a point for us to play with an edge at the beginning of the game. So I thought we did a good job of that.
AD does so much. What are some of the things that everybody has to do, and maybe you individually, just knowing that he's not there in the back line?
Yeah, you got to be more solid on the ball as a guard for sure. We still got guys back there who are, tall and long and can really block shots, but obviously AD is one of the best in the league at that. And so for us, we got to step up our game on the defensive end as guards, keeping the ball in front and being physical and containing the ball. So, with him out, obviously it's tough for us as a team, but, the world's going to go on. So we got to, kind of adjust as a team and continue to try and win games.
Ronnie's gotten the chance this road trip. It's been a while since he was kind of getting minutes with you guys, and obviously you've taken an interest in his development this year. What do you see in Bronny James now versus you saw when he was coming to training camp?
Yeah, the confidence has grown. He's a lot more assertive, especially offensively. Defensively, he's been really good as well. He got a couple deflections, got a few steals. He's just kind of making his presence felt, which is good for a young player, and he's really kind of coming into his own. And as he gets more games under his belt, as he starts to play more, confidence grows. He's getting better and better. So it's really good to see. So kind of watches him.
You were on the floor still on that and one that he had. What was that moment like? You were on the floor, so the bench went crazy. I think Rui even put LeBron ahead. Just what was that moment for you guys, and how have you guys kind of got?
Yeah, it was cool. But he's a pro basketball player, he's an NBA player, so for him to get that and one, it was super cool. And we treat him just as another normal player. He made a great play, made a great move, made a great finish, made his free throw. So obviously for us as a team, we're going to celebrate any success.
Hey, Rui, JJ mentioned kind of, I don't know if challenging is the right word, but saying he wanted you guys to bring out a certain level of energy and attentiveness tonight. Where did you feel like that came across in the first quarter and as the game went on?
Yeah, especially, after the loss last night, 2 days ago, we talk about, we can't, what about the record, we don't care, we gotta play our game, we gotta play, what we're supposed to do, and we don't want to, we're never gonna think that this is gonna be an easy one. We're gonna do what we're supposed to do, and yeah, we why we put a game, we talk about it. So that was our goal today, and then we did that. So that's what we got to win.
And just what's it like for you coming back to the place that drafted you? Playing well, being efficient, and having a good game.
Yeah, I feel good. I feel good out there. Still feels like a home. Everybody said, a lot of people talk about, oh, this is your home, all that, whatever, and. Of course, I talked to Coach Brooks before the game. He told me he told me if you won by 30, I gotta walk to New York. So he's like, we had a deal together. So we made it after the game. He told me, yeah, you can get on the plane. So yeah, but yeah, it's me and him had a lot of memories here. 3 years. Yeah, this is it's a good place. But this somehow we ended up in a different team, Lakers again, and yeah, I'm so grateful that. But yeah, it's just it was a great game, and I'm happy about it. Yeah.
So,
Rui, when Bronny scored on the and one, I think you ran out to about the free throw line before you gave LeBron a headlock. What was? Can you kind of just describe the scene on the bench and like why were you guys so happy for Bronny?
Oh, it's just you guys have no idea, how much Bron care about Bronny. So of course he's his son, but he cares so much. I've been walking out with him. 2 years, 3 years, whatever in the summer. When he was Bronny was a struggle with his physical. I was with him. I was actually with them and just being around. How much Bron was trying to take care of him and how much he cared about him. So. I knew, he wanted this so bad. He's every time he get in, every time he was gonna get in, he always talked to him. Just do you, just be aggressive and all that. So I knew he wanted that so bad. So I knew, like, as soon as I scored it, he was trying to, I think, hold it a little bit. So that's why I was like, come on, bro, you should be, But yeah, it's he's my big brother. So of course, I was happy about it. So yeah, it was a great moment for sure.
Firstly, Rui, congratulations on the win, and obviously it was the biggest win of the Lakers this season, 38 points. So what was part of the thought process that led you to this game after coming off of a loss, and how do you think you'll carry forward the offensive consistency that we saw in today's game?
Yeah, especially we had a guys out today, AD was out, so, we talk about we have to play our games, we have to do, we have to move the ball more, especially the AD was out. So we talk about it before the game, and then we execute the offense, and that's what we got this. And yeah, we gotta do that. We got the New York Knicks next, right? Yeah. So we gotta, they're a great team. Great team in the East right now. They're rolling, so we gotta keep going.
All right, Argato, thank you.
It's crazy.
Rui, speaking of New York, JJ told us that he's hopeful that Dorian will be able to be cleared to play. And I think since Vando's been cleared, only like 2 of you 3 guys have been cleared at any given moment. So theoretically, be you, Vando, and Dorian all cleared for Saturday. Do you have any sense of how that's going to work rotation-wise?
Yeah, we're going to find out. We had a deep rotation, a couple of years ago too. 2 years ago, we made the playoff. We made a lot of changing. Almost every game we have a different rotation. So we'll figure it out. We just we gotta see how he goes. And yeah, I'm excited to play with those 2 guys. That was the first time I played with the Vando since last year, literally around this time. So I was happy playing with him. And yeah, he looked good. So yeah, it's gonna be a fun one. Next game, especially next game, we have a length. Especially defense, we can switch everything now. Literally we have the whole same size, so yeah, it's gonna be an interesting one. Yeah.
Rui, there's the physical part of maturation from year to year, but mentally, as you progress in your professional career, what have you learned about yourself mentally with Strong, going through a league season year after year? What have you learned?
I think you just gotta be whatever you get, you give it to this team. Just gotta be consistent. You gotta be always consistent. Of course, there's gonna be good games, bad games, but I have to do the job that I can control. Someday I can make a shot, sometimes not. So I gotta kind of, do my job like defensively. Switching, 1 to 5, guarding the guys, rebound, all kind of stuff. Those kind of stuff is I can control. So I'm just trying to be that consistent. That's the key. Especially in this league. You have to have the roles. So yeah, that's my role. So yeah, I gotta do that. Yeah.
Rui, we talked to Shake, and he mentioned the play where Trey ran through the guy on the baseline and like knocked him across the lane. Like, how does that kind of physicality to see a guy like just running the way that Trey ran, hitting the way that Trey hits people? What does that do for a group?
Trust me, we love that. We all talk about it on the bench. He had a couple of mistakes, but we still say he had an offense foul and all that. But we say we loved it. We need that physical. So he's still trying to get. He just got here. He's just trying to get. He's gonna get more comfortable in it. He can show what he actually got. So yeah, I'm excited. I love that. I love being physical and all that. So yeah, those are that we need in the team. So yeah, I love that. Yeah.
When you get traded midseason and minutes are there and minutes aren't there, it's pretty hard to get into a rhythm. How are you able to kind of stay ready enough to, when your number was called tonight, be as good as you were?
I think a lot of it is just mental. It's the mental game. I feel like that's when that comes into play. It's when you're just thrust into a different situation, a different environment, and you kind of have to, move and run on the fly. Just taking that time to mentally prepare, regardless of what the result you're seeing, and staying locked in and staying in that mind frame. I think that helps a lot.
Did you feel your kind of confidence growing through the game? It seemed like you were playing a little more assurance.
I don't even know if it was assurance. I think it was just more so effort. Like, just whatever happens. Just go out there and know what the team's trying to accomplish. Be smart and locked in on those type of things. But just get out there, play ball, have fun.
One of the things JJ told us is that he said he challenged you guys to play with an edge tonight. How did you think that went for your group? And were there any ways that you really saw that?
I think so. A couple guys got techs. Trey running through that guy's chest like that, getting that offensive foul. But just from the start of the game, we were locked in on getting stops. I think anytime we're able to get stops, rebound, and run, that's kind of like our recipe, just from what I've seen. And, we did a good job of doing that and just kept it up throughout the game.
JJ talked about you encouraging Brian to play on the ball, be aggressive. Can you talk more about that?
Most definitely. I just felt like, when I was a two-way back then, my vets were telling me to do the same thing, get him an opportunity and trying to tell you to be aggressive. So, he's down there whenever he's in the G, he's showing out and doing his thing. So, yeah, man, you get up here, you get an opportunity, you got to go, you got to be aggressive. I told him that in the last game in Philly when he went in. He had like a butter call at the end of the shot clock, and I think he drove and passed it up or something like that. I just told him to be aggressive, man. You get your opportunity, go make it happen.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw it during the game, but when you would score, I think you had that one kind of off-foot layup. Guys on the bench are kind of doing it. When Bronny scored, bench was really encouraging. JJ said that's like kind of the energy he wants. Could you feel that during the game? Could you feel some connectiveness and kind of those guys celebrating what you guys were able to do?
For sure. I think it just goes into, guys being unselfish and wanting to see other guys succeed. That camaraderie, that togetherness is important, especially the type of run that we're trying to make. So, yeah, it was big. Guys are going to cheer for each other. Guys are unselfish. And, as long as we're moving in one direction as a unit, we'll be all right. Appreciate it.
JJ, a pretty comfortable lead throughout. What's a takeaway from a game like tonight?
A few things. First of all, ask the guys to play with an edge. I thought they did that. We were the instigators. Did not intend for some of that edge to be taken out on the officials by a couple of our guys, but I liked that we were angry tonight. We played angry. Overall, just execution was great. And then, it's a big deal when 3 of your top 7 guys are out of the lineup and you can bring guys in that haven't necessarily been in the rotation and they make a big impact. I thought Shake in particular led that. Just a great spirit and energy, got us organized, obviously scored the basketball as well. Trey was awesome. And that group, even just to finish those last, 10 minutes of the fourth, they just played the right way, and that was indicative of how we played the entire night. We played the right way on both ends. The guys should be proud of their effort and execution tonight.
A couple days now before you get the Knicks on Sunday, and I'm sure you'll kind of wait and see for Gabe in terms of if you can come back. But is that part of what you just said? Is that part of what you want to try to take into that game against a team that's playing really well?
Yeah, I mean, every opponent is different, and I think our guys will be ready to go Saturday night against the Knicks in the Garden. Hopefully, Doe is available. Hopefully, Gabe is available. But if they're not, next man up and continue to play the right way, which is we did tonight.
You mentioned Shake and his spirit. Since joining the team, he's had his fair share of struggles. How has he maintained that spirit behind the scenes in terms of, and then obviously into the night that he had tonight for you guys?
Yeah, just, look, it's hard to get traded midseason. It's hard to get traded midseason and be in and out of a rotation. I think he just showed a very professional approach tonight.
JJ, what did you think of Jaxson, and how did he kind of handle the starting center minutes?
Again, I thought everybody played well. Jaxson put pressure on the rim. Defensively, he was fantastic. We had a lead, but we don't get a call on one end, and they throw it ahead, and they've got a 3-on-1 or a 4-on-1, and he goes vertical and prevents a layup. And we go down, and Bron, instead of going for 45,284 points, decides to pass to Vando and give Vando the dunk. But that play from Jaxson was awesome. And I thought that was really, you can get trapped a little bit by the score and not give multiple efforts. And there was not a point in the game where we didn't give multiple efforts.
This 3 and 4 for you guys. Obviously, they're really struggling right now, Washington. How was LeBron's energy as a tone setter tonight?
Oh, he was awesome. Yeah, he was awesome. I think he was aggressive. He talked. Just his willingness to trust his teammates and create for others and create for himself was awesome. And don't overlook the fact, by the way, that he's 40 years old in year 22 with every accolade under the sun, and he comes out on a Thursday night that's a non-nationally televised game against a team that's really struggling, and he is the tone setter. It's again, competitive stamina. It's impressive.
Staying on LeBron, he's been shooting these logo threes as part of his pregame warm-up. He hit one tonight in the game. Is that something, I know you guys don't scrimmage very often, but is that something you've seen him do in scrimmage situations since you were coaching the team? And just kind of what do you think of him shooting that shot?
Probably took a couple in preseason. During, those was really the only time we scrimmaged. But, he practices the one-legged shot. I know he's taken 4 of those this year. Practices, I don't have a problem with it. It's an open 3.
And Bronny, coming off the struggles in Philadelphia, you said that fourth quarter unit played the last 10 minutes. You thought they really played the right way. He was part of it.
He did a lot of really good things tonight. Thought he made a couple really nice passes defensively. He was great. Again, it's, building blocks for every young player. And I think tonight was a good, positive building block for him.
Along those lines, when he had the end one, your bench went absolutely crazy. I think Rui had LeBron in a headlock like that. How did you like that spirit as you guys progress into a season, moments like that?
Yeah, no, we encourage enthusiastic bench energy. I'm sure that we'll figure out a way to show that on the edit at some point. That's who we're trying to be, is a very connected group that roots for each other's success. I thought even, late game, like Shake was really encouraging him to play on the ball and be aggressive, and it led to some good stuff for us.
JJ, just the attention on, when Bronny has the ball in the building, it almost feels like a big playoff moment in terms of pressure. Just as somebody that's been on the court, could that be that much more challenging to hit a perimeter shot just with all of the eyeballs? And is there anything to do about that?
I mean, he's had eyeballs on him his whole life, so he's used to it. I mean, I remember not playing a lot my rookie year and second year, and the Orlando fans would sometimes chant that in a blowout in the fourth quarter. We want JJ, and it's a weird feeling, and there's that like audible sort of anticipation every time you shoot the ball. It's a lot. He has handled everything with obvious dignity, grace, class, all that stuff, and he'll continue to grow. Very excited for him.